Hello my beautiful pumpkins out there, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I am just a crazy lover of all things makeup and fun and glittery, and I love to post a lot of makeup content, a lot of colorful eye looks. So if those are things you like to watch, please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Black Friday deals from my favorite indie brands and giving you some recommendations on things to try and things that I think are definitely worth picking up, especially during a sale. So if you are interested in seeing and hearing all of that, then keep on watching. Alright, love bugs, so I am posting this on Thanksgiving Day, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you that do celebrate the holiday. I hope you're having a wonderful time, eating some good food, hanging out with friends and family, and if you don't celebrate this holiday, I hope you are also having an amazing day as well. So I was sitting here, I was going through like all the Black Friday deals, and I was like, I should really film a video about some of the best indie brands and some of the best products from these indie brands, because a lot of them are having really good sales. And I know it can be overwhelming because all these sites are having these sales and you're like, what do I buy? What should I focus on? And I thought I would help you and show you just some things that are super amazing, that might be underrated, that people don't really know about. And this is really good for those of you who are wanting to try indie brands and wanting to find some really good stuff. So I have a bunch of products in front of me and various indie brands to go over. So I'll tell you the deals, the sales, and go over each product. Also, before I get into it, if you're curious on what's on my eyes, I did film a video using the new Nomad Home for the Holidays palette. So if you want to see me create this look and get my thoughts on it, I'll link it below. I'll put it up in the corner. But I just want to put that in there in case you're curious. But now let's get into the indie products. So the first brand that I wanted to go over is Glamlight. They are doing 40% off their entire website, and the sale is already live, and that is such a good deal because they're a relatively affordable brand and they make really nice stuff, and they have a lot of stuff. So their site can be really overwhelming. So I thought, hey, these are the things that I love a lot from them. So the Happy Hour collection, which they recently did, has some amazing monochromatic palettes. Now, of course, you don't have to pick up all of them, but if you're looking for a specific color story that's in this range, I think they are really nice palettes. This one by far is my favorite. This is the Dirty Martini palette, but if you're looking for like greens and like some grungy shades and you're trying to add these kind of colors to your collection, I think this is a good one to pick up. And then they have other ones that are like purples and berries. This one is the wine palette. I think this is beautiful. They have this one right here, the chocolate martini palette. So if you like neutrals, I thought this was really nice. And I thought this one was really fun too, the margarita palette. So I don't think you could go wrong with any of these palettes in that collection. I also think the standout products in the Happy Hour collection was the highlighters. Both very stunning. They're so creamy. I have the Mimosa highlighter on my cheeks. It's more of a goldy highlight. I think this one works better if you have a like deeper skin tone because it is very goldeny, very beautiful. But the formula is so creamy and smooth with these. They just go on really nicely. And the Pina Colada one is really nice, and this one works better for like fairer skin tones, but the formula is beautiful. It's like really intense, but you can like calm it down and go with a lighter hand if you don't want the highlight to be too much. But the formula is really nice and creamy. It doesn't enhance texture. So I thought those highlighters were really pretty. And the other things that I wanted to recommend that's outside of the Happy Hour collection is the Michaela palette. But I mean, come on, it's Michaela. She made an amazing palette. It has so many beautiful shades in here, some grungy, some jewel tones, some neutrals. It's a really good mix, and I thought she did a really good job with this color story. So I do recommend this one. And I also think the Ice Cream Dream palette is really nice, especially if you're looking for like a pastel palette. And I like that they included neutrals and some deeper shades, so you have a good variety in here. And the pastels are beautiful, and the pastel shimmers, absolutely stunning. I've raved about this palette many times on my channel. I also think that their liquid lipstick formula is really nice. This is the Red Velvet shade, which is my favorite. It's a blue toned red. I love wearing this when I do smoky looks, but It's a very comfortable formula. It's not overly drying, and it's a long wearing lipstick too. So I really like their formula in that. And I think their eye primer is really, really good. They have a bunch of different shades, so there is opacity to this. It will cover up any discoloration and even out like the tone on your lids. This does a great job at keeping shadows lasting longer. It helps from creasing of the shadows. So I think this was a really nice product from them as well. But those are the things that I think are really standout from Glamlight and that I would recommend trying. But I think a lot of their stuff's on their site is really good. I don't think you can go wrong with anything you pick up from Glamlight. The next brand that I want to get into is Uden's Eye. They're doing 40% off their entire website, and they're doing it based on Swedish time. So the sale actually starts for the US on the 25th. So the day you're seeing this, it goes live at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But Uden's Eye is so good. They have really good stuff, and they are also letting you use influencer discount codes on top of the 40% off, so you're able to stack the discount. So if there's anyone that you know that has discount codes, you can get an additional 10% off of the already 40% off products. The only products that you can't stack the coupon on is their legendary Diversa collection. This is the collab they did with 3 wonderful influencers, but you can still get 40% off on these palettes, and they're all freaking amazing. I was blown away from this collection. I think this one is my favorite collection that they've done. All of them are stunning. So this one right here is the Red Dragon one. This is a more neutral one with like warm tones, reds, and like that grungy green. This was a collaboration with Judy. Then they have this beautiful palette, this tropical one. This is the Hummingbird one. This was the collaboration with the Fancy Face and the Giant Wolves one. So beautiful. I did do a review video on this and did some looks if you want to check that out. But this is the collaboration with Annette's Makeup Corner. All of them are absolutely stunning, definitely worth picking up during the sale. The other products that I recommend that you can stack a coupon on is the Norns eyeshadow palette. This is so beautiful. I've raved about this a lot on my channel. I believe I did do a video using this palette, and the like metallics in here are so beautiful and stunning and just absolutely breathtaking. So I highly recommend this palette. Some of them have these wonderful little shifts, really, really good ones. So you can get 40% off and then an additional 10% off. That is so good. And then the other one that I love and adore is the Oud palette. Oh God, this is so beautiful. It's a darker, more smoky green palette, and these shades are just beautiful, especially this luxury shade. It's a blackened deep green. This is just so beautiful, so unique. You don't see shades like this often. You can create the most beautiful little smoky green eye look with this. So this is also a favorite of mine. And the other products that aren't eyeshadows that I think are really good from them is this Elva 2 highlighter palette. This palette is so beautiful. It's mixed with a bunch of different highlighters. It has this beautiful peachy one, a blue one that has like kind of like a purple violet-y shift to it, but they're all really beautiful on the cheeks. And the one that's so freaking stunning is this salamander shade. It's just so beautiful and intense and like out of this world highlighter, and it has like these subtle little sparkles in it, but it looks beautiful on the cheeks. It doesn't enhance texture. There's just something so smooth to this. It kind of reminds me of the Velvet Diamond powder from Fenty. I love that How Many Carats highlighter. It kind of has that consistency because there's like a translucent base to it. But this is so beautiful. Gnome is also really pretty because I do love peachy highlighters. I think this is also gorgeous, especially as like a little topper over like a peachy blush. But this highlighter palette is really beautiful. And I also think they have some beautiful lip products. So I really, really love their lip stains, both in the cream formula and in the matte formula. Like the one I have right here is Lady Camellia. I think this is in the cream formula. It's so beautiful. It smells like grape candy, and it's so nice and like sheeny and hydrating on the lips and opaque and beautiful. And then the one in the matte formula that I love is Ripe Papaya. It's a beautiful like deeper orange shade, and it just wears so beautiful. It does dry down on the lips. It's not overly drying, and it has just a beautiful like stained effect. But it has like good color payoff from both of these, and they both smell like grape candy. So I love those lip products. I'm thinking I'm gonna check out their sale and try their lipsticks. I haven't tried them, and I heard great things about their lipsticks. But those are all the products that I would recommend from Udin's Eye to definitely check out, like the standout products. Then the next one is Nabla. They have their sale live now, and they're doing from 30 to 60% off on their products. So even 30% off is good, and it's awesome that they're doing some things on 60% off, but they have a huge range. Like you can do a full face of makeup with Nabla's products, and they are a Italian indie brand. They're one of my favorite brands. I've talked about them many times on my channel. So the things that I think are really good is, of course, their eyeshadow palettes, and these are the three that I think stand out the most. I absolutely adore this Dreamy 2 palette. If you like something cool tone and sexy and just smoky, this is so beautiful, this color story. And this is a perfect palette if you want to do holiday looks and you want it to be really smoky and beautiful, but it's just really nice. They do have some cream to powder formula mattes in here, so if you like the ones from Natasha Denona, you'll probably love these. They're just as good, so creamy and blendable, but it's such a beautiful color story. The other one that I love is this one. If you're wanting some more blues in your life, this one from their Cutie range. This is the Midnight palette, but these two shades right here, they're breathtaking. This sapphire shade and this quiet storm shade. This one has a like blue to purple shift. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Like look at that sapphire shade. You could create such a smoky look with that. And then this one right here is just so beautiful on the lids. So if you're wanting to add some blues to your life, I think this little palette right here is absolutely stunning, and by far my #1 palette from Nava. My highly most recommended product, I would tell you, is this from Nava, the Platinum palette from the Cutie range. This is a cool toned neutral palette, so it is more on the smoky end, but what stands out from this palette is this silver right here. It is so beautiful. It's like liquid metal, and I've talked about this palette so many times on my channel. I'm sure people are sick of me talking about this silver, but this is just such a beautiful like travel palette. And this shade right here, look at that. Come on. Liquid metal, the most beautiful silver shade I've ever had in my collection. If I'm gonna do a like silver smoky look, I would reach for this palette. This would be beautiful to create like a stunning New Year's look. So definitely check this out. Do not sleep on this palette if you like those kind of shades. Naba also has some amazing complexion products. So their skin tint is so beautiful. I did do a wear test video on this, and it wore on my skin really nicely, and I have oily skin, and I think it did really well for being a more hydrating skin tint. And I feel like this product would also do really well if you had a dry skin. But the wear of this, it's very natural, it's very comfortable on the skin, and it looks so fresh and nice on the skin and natural. Really like this skin tint. And I also think they have a really nice concealer. It's a medium coverage concealer. It's more of a natural finish, so it's not matte, but it's not dewy. I think this is a really nice concealer if you're looking for something more natural with a medium coverage. And the last thing that I want to recommend is their lip liners. And I'm a person who doesn't typically use lip liners, but if I'm going to use a lip liner, I would definitely reach for the Nabla ones. They're creamy, but they're also long wearing. So they glide on the lips really nicely, but then they dry down and they stay and they last. They're such beautiful ones. These are their close-up lip shapers. They have a bunch of like different nudie shades. I really think this formula stands out a lot, and I think this is just a really good lip liner formula. So if you're a lip liner lover, or you're just trying to find a good lip liner formula, those are really good. The next brand that I wanted to mention is Nomad Cosmetics. Their sale has already started, and what they're doing on their site is they're doing 30% off on orders $50 and up, 40% off on orders $100 and up, and then 50% off on orders $150 and up. And I really love Nomad Cosmetics. I've done a lot of reviews on their palettes. I'm wearing Nomad Cosmetics shadows on my eyes right now. So I have 3 things here that I think really stand out from them in terms of palettes. I really like the Iceland palette that they did. It has so many beautiful shades in here. One of my favorite ones in terms of color story. It has all these beautiful blues and like cool tones in here, and then a little pop of fiery shades. I did do a video where I did a bunch of looks with this if you want to check that out. I also think their Haunted Europe palette is absolutely gorgeous, the packaging, and this one has like the most cohesive color story. So it has depth in here, it has lighter shades for inner corner highlights, and you could do so many things with this. Green, blue looks, cool tone looks, more like warm tone looks. So I thought this was a really beautiful color story. Thought the quality was really nice. They have a nice blendable matte formula. It's not the most pigmented, but it is very buildable, and the shimmers are beautiful. And then the last one is this one, the Home for the Holidays palette. It's What's on My Eyes, and if you check out that video, you'll see like these shades are so beautiful in here. It's all shimmers with one matte. This is such a good gift to give someone, or if you're looking for like more foiled sparkly shades, they're all in here. They're so beautiful. I love this little palette, so I highly recommend this one as well. I'll swatch some of the shades so you can see like how beautiful they are. I have all these swatches here. Like they're so sparkly and reflective, and I just love this look. And I did just all shimmers on my eyes and used the black matte in the outer corner, and I just was really impressed. I think that's like their best metallic formula that they've done, so I do recommend all of those palettes from them. The next brand that I wanted to mention is Kaleidos, and by far they make some of the best eyeshadows out there. They are doing 20% off their entire website. The sale is live now, and it's ending November 30th, and I'm just such a fan. I've done a lot of reviews on their palettes and their products, and I've loved pretty much everything that I've tried from them. So I wanted to show you these standout products because they do have a good range. So I want to, of course, show eyeshadows because I love their eyeshadows so much. So what I would recommend from their Futurism collection is these 2 color stories here. So this one is a more nudie color story. If you're looking for just really beautiful nude shades and really stunning sparkles, this is their Sashimi City one. Highly recommend this if you're looking for more neutral shades. And then the other palette from the Futurism collection that I think is also amazing is their Astral Pink palette. So if you like more like berries and blues and cool tones, this is beautiful. This also has a really nice shimmer formula. Just really, really beautiful shadows. And then I also recommend their Flower Punk palette. I did do a review on this, and I adore this color story. It's so unique. It's half grunge, half pastel, but they're beautiful. The shades are so stunning. And this Sun Gazer shade is so beautiful. It's like a greeny olive gold shade. So beautiful and reflective, and I love the packaging on this. You can take the lid apart, so I really recommend this one. And if you're looking at their highlighters, there's one highlighter I recommend above all of them, and it's their multi-chrome highlighter. Like, this is so stunning, next level, the best highlighter I've ever tried. It's shifty, it's beautiful, it's creamy, it doesn't enhance texture, and it's just so unique. I'll show you on my fingers. Look at this. Do you see that? Do you see that? And I know I've talked about this a lot on my channel, but I was just blown away by this. It shifts to like orange, to gold, to like an icy shift. It's just so beautiful. And when you capture it in like different lights and turn your head, you'll get like different color shifts, but it's like a wearable multi-chrome. It's not one that's like looks crazy on your cheeks. It just blends right in and it melts into your skin, and you just have this beautiful highlighted multi-chrome effect on the cheeks. So this is the main highlighter I would try, and it's more on the pricey side since it's a multi-chrome. So if you can get it on a discount, highly recommend that. Then the last product is their lip clays. I have done lip swatches on all of their lip clays, so if you want to check those out, I'll link all those videos. I'll put it somewhere in the corner. It's a moussey, lightweight formula. It's really nice, and I think the nudie shades are the best in the range. But they're just really moussey. They're really nice. They're really comfortable. They have a bunch of different shades from nudes to colorful shades. And I think it's just a really comfortable formula. It lasts long on the lips. And it just feels so lightweight. It almost feels like you don't have anything on your lips. So those are all the things that I think really stand out from Kaleidos if you're wanting to check out the brand and take advantage of their sale. The next brand that I wanted to recommend is Untitled Cosmetics. They are doing a sale, I think starts on the 26th, but they're doing 40% off on build your own palettes. They're doing 25 to 45% off their lip products, 25 to 40% off on their face products, and 20 to 40% off on their eye products. Untitled is a slightly pricier brand. They are a German indie brand, but they make some really cool stuff, and their build your own palette program on their website is so innovative. You can actually put the shades in and see what your palette would look like. So that's a good deal to get 40% off on a custom palette. But the other products that I think are really nice is this one right here. This is their Velvet Dust palette. I thought this was really nice. I did do a look with this on my channel. I love this color story. It's a little bit more grungy, and I thought the formula was really nice. And I thought the shimmers were beautiful. The mattes were really blendable. I had a great time. So I do recommend if you want like a already customized palette that you can buy already like, you know, put together. But what I think is their really standout products is their gel liners. Some of the best gel liners I've ever tried. You can use them in the waterline. You can use them on the lid. They have a bunch of different colors. Here's some of the ones that I have. I have this bright yellow. I have a purple one. I have this like mustard one. I have some like blue, some greens. They're so good. I've used them in so many looks. I've raved about them over and over. They're good. If you're looking for some good gel liners, those are so good. And I think their lip products are amazing. I love their lipsticks. Raved about them many times. I've worn them so many times on my channel. I think the formula is just beautiful. It's opaque, it's creamy. It just goes and glides on the lips. It has a little bit of a shine to their lipsticks, and they have a good range of colors from nudes to more deeper, vampier shades. But the formula is really nice on these. They're so nice on the lips. Oh my God, I bought so many of them. I have so many different colors. I think I almost have all of the shades. And then a new discovery, and this is why I'm going back to Untitled website and I'm gonna do some Black Friday shopping, is this lip gloss I tried from them. Is such a beautiful formula. It's one of my favorite lip glosses I've ever tried. This is in the shade Nova. I want to get some other shades. So the formula has some color to it, but it's not overly opaque where you feel like it's going to bleed out of your lip line. And the formula is really, really beautiful. It's not sticky. It's so hydrating and comfortable on the lips. I hate a lip gloss that you feel like your lips stick together every time you close your mouth. I'll even put some on now, like, it just glides on. It's so hydrating, and it doesn't like, you know, sink into your little lines on your lips. It doesn't like create like those little like streaks or like bunch up on the lips at all. If you're looking for a really nice lip gloss formula, highly, highly recommend. The last brand that I wanted to mention is devinah. If you're looking for some really beautiful single eyeshadows, I think devinah is a really good brand for that. They're doing a bunch of different discounts. So I believe their sale starts on Black Friday, and they're doing 35% off on a lot of their singles. They are doing like special discount prices on some of their bundles, like their Aurora Flare collection, their Halo Moon collection. They're also doing 50% off on their new release that will happen on Black Friday. It's their Carnival Sweets Collection. They're doing a bunch of discounts. Like there's a lot there. I will put it all in the description below or where you can find their different discounts. But I just wanted to show you their singles are really nice. They have beautiful multi-chromes as well. These are like all the different shimmers that I have. I don't know what each collection these are from, but I believe I did do a swatch video swatching my devinah shades. If you want to see these all swatched out, you can check that out and see which ones really stick out to you. But they're beautiful. So beautiful. They have so many different shadows to choose from. And then this right here, these are like their multi-chromes that I've talked about. They're so intense. They're so shifty. Definitely check out that video if you want to see everything swatched, but I'll show you some of the shades. Like, you're gonna be blown away just seeing them on my fingertips. Look at that. Look at these multi-chromes. And they're just so creamy. They glide right on your lid. And if you're just looking to try some multi-chromes, and they're relatively affordable for having multi-chromes. They're definitely more on the affordable end than Cleona, which they're also doing a sale. But theirs already gone live and their stuff sells out really fast. So if you're wanting to try some new like indie single shadows, you're looking for special shades, you're looking for intense multi-chromes, definitely check out devinah. Anyways, guys, that was all of the indie brands that I wanted to talk about, all the things that I would recommend. I will link all of the indie brands websites below, and I will put all the details around their sale so you can know what's going on. I will also link the makeup I'm wearing. I will link other videos of mine. The ones that I mentioned will be in there if you want to check out those videos. I will also link my social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty. And I'm also on TikTok as Breezy_Beauty if you want to check me out on those platforms as well. I would really, really love that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for hanging out with me a bit. And I just hope that you have a wonderful holiday and a wonderful day with your family and friends. And I'm just sending you so much love and light. But until next time, bye, guys.